Hey everyone, NCJ here from RL.coach with another replay analysis. This one's for Zruler6. He's in Diamond, he's actually playing Rumble. I'm not going to focus on the power-ups too much because it's very similar to just playing a 3v3 game, although I do think the best way to play Rumble is to play it as a normal 3v3 game anyway. If you like these videos, please leave a like and subscribe. Check out www.rl.coach to join our Discord and see what coaching I offer. Let's get right into the replay. Okay, the first thing I've noticed is, in this scenario, Shark should be following the kickoff. He doesn't, so he goes for boost. What should happen is he should follow the kickoff, you should go for the boost. In the scenario where he doesn't go for the ball, and he goes for the boost instead, so he's gone this way, might be better for you to just go up the front and follow the kickoff. You're both in really bad positions now this has happened. You don't move at all, which leaves you all the way back, and now you and Shark are side by side going for the same ball, so you're double committing. In this sort of scenario here, where he's in front of you, you're probably better off allowing him to go for it and just backing off a little bit. Sitting more towards mid, or just being a few metres backwards. He's missed the ball, and ideally you do want to go for it, but if you were further back, you'd be in a better position to go for that. Also, as the last man back, you're risking it quite a lot by going for this, and you do miss it. It's pretty crazy when the Rumble power-ups happen, but your team scores. Yeah, once again, you've not followed. In this scenario, you really need to be going for the boost, or following. Generally speaking, to make it easier, I always say that the person on the right, here, he's going for kickoff. This person closest to the person on the right should follow. So that way, and then you can go back and get the boost. Just use I got it, or you take the shot in game. So you can say I got it and go, or he can say I got it and go, or you can say take the shot and he goes, etc. You never want to be stationary. At this point, just staying stationary, it takes you so far out of the play. Like, you're just sat still. I don't actually know if you're looking at a phone, or you're AFK, or you're typing to someone. It takes you that long to get into the play that you're really far back. If the enemy had a better kickoff, they won the kickoff for example, the ball's going straight over your head when you're sat here like this. You've got no momentum. It's not a bad challenge, it's just unfortunate. In this scenario here, you've gone for the ball, and unfortunately you've lost that 50-50. Don't go back where you are going here. Don't go in this direction and rotate past the ball. That's what we call rotating in the play. Instead, try to follow this path. So you go for, you do a decent hit there, and then you lose the next challenge. Instead of going round here towards the near post, because you're getting in the way of your teammates, just rotate around these small boosts and go to the back post furthest away from the ball. That allows Annoyed Hound to come in, and then Shark to follow him in, and then you're here if any of them miss that. By you going where you're going here, you're just making it awkward for your teammates. But look at his view. He sees you coming back towards, and he's like not sure what's happening, so he hesitates, and then you hit it over his head. Much better to just let him go for that. Yeah, this is where it gets annoying in Rumble, because you wouldn't expect him to get that ball based on where you just hit it, so you would think you're going for it again, and then he just magneted it away. Just keep an eye on where your teammates are. At this point, I would say it's absolutely 100% better to let Shark challenge this. He should be further up, but much better for him to go for that. At the point this happens, you're actually rotating back, so to your teammates it looks like you're going back towards your own net, when in reality you cut the rotation on him, you cut in front of him, and then you don't really need to do this jump. I don't know if you're trying to block the ball, but you'd be much better off staying on the floor and just hitting it harder if you're going to hit it at all. But again, I'd recommend waiting for Shark to go for that. You could just rotate around the back of him. So you could just, rather than coming here like this, you could just go around the small boost into defense behind Shark. That's good rotation there, that you've gone to the back post and you've gone behind your two teammates. You cut in front of him there. Based on your positioning, you want to be sat around this kind of place in the middle. Annoyed Hound is following Shark, so you want to be behind Annoyed Hound, but instead you've cut in front of him. He's actually bumped you because you've gone so close to him. I imagine what you're thinking is you have a boxing glove, so you think, oh, I'm gonna boom this at the net, but even with the power-ups, you're much better off being patient, letting those two go up the pitch, stay around the middle area. You could quite easily stay here. As those two go up that side, you could just slowly follow them up through the mid area and wait for an opportunity, wait for a pass into the middle. Instead, you cut in front of it, you just make it awkward for you and your teammate. You didn't desperately need to go for that boost because you picked up the two small pads. You get 34 boost. Based on where the ball was, you could have actually had more offensive pressure. So you pick up that second boost, you could have actually come in this way here. Based on where the ball was going, it's going in their direction. Okay, your team score again. Okay, that's good that you let him go for kickoff. I'm not sure why your other teammates stayed still. In this scenario, you could do so much more. I'm not sure if you jump for it thinking that they're going to clear it, but Annoyed Hound gets the demo. You could have stayed on the floor until you were closer to the ball and actually controlled it a bit better, or hit it a bit better to begin with. In this scenario, if you'd have actually stayed on the floor until sort of like this area, the ball was going to land straight on you. You could have double jumped into it, flipped into it. Once you flip into it, you could go to the corner and drop into the middle for a teammate to score it anywhere here, or you could hit it against the wall, or you could just boom it straight at the top left right corner if you really wanted to. Just think, just because you can hit it when you want to hit it doesn't mean you necessarily have to. Think about the next play, think about your options more. All you've done here is you've gained possession and then given it away instantly. Ideally, you want to keep as much possession as you can. With your rotation here, again, just go to the post furthest away from the ball. Not sure where your teammate is. He's gone to the inside post. Annoyed Hound in the middle area. Yourself and Annoyed Hound really should have been. So instead of going where you're going, you both kind of do this. You come over here and you go like that, and he comes over here and goes like that. And Shark's here. Shark's in a very bad place himself. He needs to be more here himself. What you should do is pick up these small pads and then be going back to that back post. Annoyed Hound's in front of you, so realistically he should be coming in and going back in front of you. You should rotate into the third man position. Based on where all three of you are, you get scored on much easier by a better team. So you've just rushed into this corner when you really shouldn't. Although you do have spikes, so again, because it's Rumble, it's... Try not to do that in any game mode, but because you have the spikes, I guess it's okay. It's difficult to really say. He could have gone badly wrong, is what I mean. So you followed that kickoff. That's good. Oh, it's unfortunate control. You definitely could have controlled that better. Based on the positioning again, Annoyed Hound really should have been going for this, but obviously he's reversed a little bit and you've got another power up, so you've gone for it. It really is hard to analyse a Rumble game. So many factors to think about. When you're going back here, you really should be going behind the third guy that's there. There are two teammates behind you, so you want to be rotating behind them both, really. You've just rotated behind Shark and you cut straight back in front of Annoyed Hound. Yeah, you really want to be coming behind both teammates. You've rotated behind Shark and then you've cut straight back in front of Annoyed Hound. Kind of causes a triple commit. Again, it's Rumble, so you've probably all got power-ups you're dying to use, but you can still be patient. You could still go behind Annoyed Hound and then rotate properly into attack again. This was so dangerous that if they had a decent clear, it would have been a goal in a normal freeze game. Because you've all got power-ups, obviously you get lucky. It's all based on RNG, as we know. Just be mindful of where your teammates are and do your rotations properly. If you're the first guy in attack and there's two players behind you when you're rotating, you want to be going behind those two players. If you miss this boost, rather than reversing over it and slowing yourself down, just continue. If you miss this boost, that's fine. You don't need to worry. You don't need to start like doing this backwards forwards thing. You can just pick that boost up, pick that boost up, pick that boost up, pick that all the way back to net or defense or wherever you're rotating to. You don't need to reverse over the boost again. But you can half flip, which is good. A lot of the players I've seen so far in the replays can't half flip. So for a diamond, that's quite a good skill to have. I think again with the rotation, because you've got a teammate behind you, just keep going back. You can hear him coming actually, just let him come into attack and you could continue going back to your net in case he doesn't hit this. Because now you're facing the wrong way to defend again. You turn around and you're nowhere near the ball. If that ex-Linar guy just hits it once, it's going straight over all three of you into the net. Just like that, it's going to go straight past you. Fortunately, you've got a freeze if someone has. Beware of your boost. You've got absolutely none here, and you've gone for a double touch. You're never going to reach that ball, I'm sure you know that. Based on where the ball is, you don't even have to jump. The enemy hasn't jumped for it, they haven't gone up the wall. You could literally just wait for it to come down, and then jump at it once and try and hit it. It was a good rotation until you sort of tried to speed up and went too far forwards. I'm not sure if you were expecting your teammate to win this challenge better. But he was always going to pinch to the side based on the angle, so you'd better off just sitting back a bit more. If you hadn't have flipped, you'd have been in a better place to deal with this. Again, because it's Rumble, it's so hard to judge. I mean, that's a really bad line to take in a normal freeze game. Again, you'd just be going to the left post again on your net, but because you have the grapple, it's totally different. Plunger, sorry. It's unfortunate. Definitely feel like your air control of your car, your air rolling could be better. Not sure if you flipped wrong there or not. Again with the rotations, you kind of just, started going back, and then you just come straight back into the play, not allowing a third teammate to, though he is quite far away, but still you should be rotating back behind him. And again, you've gone back out, then you've instantly come straight back in. Just need to be a bit more mindful about what could happen next. Oh, this is not a great kickoff. You want to be flipping as fast as you can. Let me show you. You want to be driving forward a little bit, turning right, flipping. When you land, you're going to kind of face the way you was before, so you'll be facing the way you want to hit the ball. So you'll be like that way, and you can put a lot of power directly in the middle of the ball. And what you do here, anyone with a better skill level is going to beat you to the ball and beat you in this challenge every time. You lose so much momentum with this single jump and this flip into the ball. You want to be pushing the ball as forward as you can, but with this angle, you're always going to push it sideways. You want to be facing like this way more to try and push it this way. Based on the angle you're at, you and him. You jump like this, it's always going to go like that. Or somewhere around there. I don't know how you managed to win that challenge. With your rotations again, just be mindful you don't need to do that. Shark or Annoyed Hound should be getting this ball. You've lost all your momentum by standing still and then jump for it. You're not helping anybody by doing that. Again, you've got 0 boost, so the likelihood of you getting to that ball is really low anyway. And with 0 boost, you've gone into attack again. You'd have been so much better off going for that back left boost and letting your teammates deal with this, and then rotating back behind them again, because Annoyed Hound should be coming into attack. It should have been kind of his place to go, but you've just gone in front of him again, causing him to hesitate. I think you failed your half flip there. Again, it's so hard to judge with Rumble. The power-ups make everything different. I might decide not to do any more Rumble replay analysis, just because it's so hard to judge with all the power-ups. Like, your decision making is probably okay in a normal 3v3 game, but you decided to do random things because you have the power-up, which is difficult to kind of judge compared to a normal game. I think here, just go back to the net more, go back to that far right post and let Shark deal with this. You've gone really close to him. If he misses the ball, you're inevitably going to miss the ball. Based on where you are here, if I was you, I would have just sort of come over this kind of area and face the ball. Let Shark go for that. You're so close to him that, like I say, he misses the ball, so you miss the ball. There's nothing you can do about that. But if you were in the net, that's an easy save for you. You do follow that kickoff though, so that's good. With the hesitation, you've caused your teammate to kind of cut in front of you there, I think. You just need to go for it. At this point, either go for that back right boost and get up the wall, or get up this wall and actually do it. I know you're probably trying to read the bounce, but you've lost all momentum again, so you're much better off just going up the wall and hitting this as fast as you can. It's now you and your teammate. I know he shouldn't have cut in front of you, but you hesitated, so he did anyway. You're better off just letting him go down that route. Sit more in middle and let him cut in front of you and let him take that ball, rather than racing him for it. Yeah, I mean, you had to go for that. It's just a bad miss, really. I think your aerial ability could be better. Also your mechanics in general, because you've just done that backflip by accident. Could be your controller settings. You might need to up your dodge dead zone a bit more. definitely could work on those reads. Again, with the... You've handbraked and lost all momentum, making you hesitate on if they're actually hitting this or not. You could have gone straight up the wall at this point and beat all of them to that ball. If you'd have done that, you'd probably have maybe scored. All three of them are in a bad place, so you could have done a good attack there. But you do, again, you have the spike, so it's hard to judge with the rumble elements. I think that's just a mechanical error. I see what you want to do. If you learned how to do an air roll shot, you'd be in a much better position. You could have jumped later and added a hit directly at net. You do have a plunger though. Unfortunately, just miss. You've not got a teammate there to shoot it for you. I think you spent too long here waiting for it to do something with it. You should have just started rotating back as fast as you could. But you score anyway. I think when you're going back here, you want to be waiting around this kind of area and just seeing if Shark actually wins the challenge and what he does with the ball. You haven't got another defender at this point. Annoyed Hound's quite far back, so with you rushing in at this point, your net's completely wide open. You're much better off sitting in that sort of net region in your defense box area, maybe here, just waiting, or at least slowing down, rather than rushing in behind him. That could have been an easy goal for them. Based on your angle here, you're better off letting your other teammate go for this. I'm not sure which one it is. It's Annoyed Hound. Because he can follow the ball and just hit it. It's directly over you. When that ball goes over you, you could just go and sit back on that left post and let him go for that. Just be easier to deal with. Try not to hit the ball back towards your net until you've got better mechanics to either boom this away or air dribble this away or do something better on your backboard. You kind of lose control of your car by boosting. I don't know if the ball cams confused you or not. So I think for the hours you have played and the rank you're at, it's pretty impressive. However, there are a few things you need to work on. You definitely need to improve your rotations, try not to cut in front of your teammates as much. You should work on your shooting ability by practicing aerial shots and overall accuracy of all shots you take. You can take your time more to hit the perfect shot rather than rushing them all, panicking and then flipping wrong. You need to be mindful of your boost levels. There's no point jumping for something in the air if you have 0 boost or 4 boost, for example. Try to think ahead and decide what to do as quickly as you can. You hesitate in some areas of this replay and it causes double commits. If you think you need to go up the wall, then just go for it. Don't hesitate and reverse at the bottom of that wall because your teammate will probably try and go for it instead. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave me a like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below with your thoughts or feedback. Visit www.aro.coach to find out more about the coaching I offer. See you next time, where I'll be reviewing a Platinum free replay.